So when I left when I left Buddy's house and started heading back over here, I was just kind of taking it easy on the ride back, and I was riding down one of the main thoroughfares over here, Cottage Hill Road, and I kind of get this little bit where it's like there was all these little no, like those strip mall stuff. There was like a Publix, there's like a Walmart, there's a couple restaurants. And it was kind of like this little corner that we used to keep hopping all the time because my buddy used to live just right around the corner of the apartment complex. And so we would just walk over there. We would get whatever we wanted from the liquor store. We would go over to the Publix. We'd go to the Walmart. And when I was riding by there, I'd completely forgot that this place was over there. But I saw it tonight and seeing that it was busy. And I was just like, the earth is healing. Because they had a Church's Chicken and it was busy and there were people everywhere in it. And I was so happy because like I was so worried for a while that Church's was like going the way of the dodo bird.
Bro,
and we were going to be stuck with just like the worst.
Nowhere around here.
Now they closed like both the ones in Gulfport. So I was like, ah, shit.
You know, last time I saw fucking Church's.
What was that?
When I went down by Bastrop and shit to drop my brother off.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen an open one in years either.
I don't think I've ever seen one. They sell chicken.
You know what's funny? They've actually gone international under a completely different name.
Oh.
Yeah, they have them in like Singapore and shit under the name Texas Chicken.
That sounds legit. I could see that.
Do you want Kentucky chicken or Texas chicken?
Hell, I actually don't give a shit.
You're all fucking money mouths.
Goodness.
God bless John Goodman.
God damn it. Oh, that
Man's a fucking legend.
That video's too good, man. I love it so much.
Like, between that and the bit where he's doing the air conditioner repairman in fucking Community, and he just turns from nice, happy-go-lucky John Goodman to the goddamn devil. Like, yeah, pretty fun.
But he
Career. Huh?
He has the range for sure.
Oh, yeah.
He's always been the angry fat man in every Coen brother film.
Yep. It's like when he shows up inside you and Davis, and it's just like, damn, John Goodman, calm down. Why are you so angry?
Right.
It's the Walt Whitman Bridge, not the George Redding Bridge.
Zan, right?
What was the line he said? I can't remember what it was, where it's like sangria or whatever it was.
He's like, you see, I don't practice revenge. In fact, I practice something called Santeria. And he says it like he's like he doesn't understand the word, or he's trying to speak Swahili to somebody. Santeria. And a couple of years down the road, you're like, why is my life so shit? Why is everything going to shit? Why is there so much shit wrong with me? Guess what? You'll have me to thank for that. That's just fucking tirade before he ODs in a bathroom and they leave him in a car with a ginger cat and just leave him on the side of the highway. That whole movie is depressing as absolute fuck, but it has a really good soundtrack.
No, yeah.
And you have Adam Driver and it just going, uh-oh, the entire film.
Yep. Like,
here's one for you. You just reminded me of.
what's that?
Has anyone here besides me seen Dog Eat Dog with Nicolas Cage and what's his name, Willem Dafoe?
I don't think I've seen it, no.
So, no.
So this thing pretty much went straight to Netflix when it come out. No kind of theatrical release that I can find any record of whatsoever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I cannot say this movie is good, but it is very, very fun. Because it is Nick Cage leading a band of just crazy ass convicts that just got out of prison on one last big heist, right? They're gonna get this one and they're gonna be done with it. It's gonna be a big score. The whole thing goes fucking pear-shaped almost immediately. And one of the robbers that's with him, Willem Dafoe, ends up just going completely off the fucking rails because the dude's like a heroin junkie and shit. So, like, the whole movie is just him trying to keep the wheels on this goddamn wagon. And it eventually gets to a point where he has got, like, a fucking gun pointed at a couple getting a ride somewhere. doing a fucking Cagney accent the whole time. And he is dead serious. But that movie is wild as fuck. I would highly recommend anyone watch it. Does anyone else have a movie like that where it's like, man, I can't say that movie's good, but it is a watchable one. Like, I would recommend checking it out just for the weirdness alone.
Like,
Go ahead.
I do, because, like, I ended up not particularly liking the movie, but it was a watch, it was an experience, and that was me watching Willy's Wonderland.
Okay, I can do that.
Which I watched it, and, like, I wasn't quite sure what to make of it, because, you know, it's Nicolas Cage and Five Nights at Freddy's. They just didn't have the license. And I don't know, it wasn't horrible, because Nick Cage's character kind of saved the movie, even though the whole thing is, like, literally him as, like, this silent protagonist where he doesn't say anything. And, like, the scariest thing of the whole damn movie is the fact that he keeps drinking warm soda he keeps in the trunk of his car.
I love it.
And I was just like, oh my god, why is that so fucking terrifying? And yeah, it wasn't bad. You could watch it, you could laugh at it, have a good time with it, and then kind of move on.
Find the one that I saw him later on, like he's a dad, and then suddenly all the parents turn on their kids. What is it called?
Wait, is this the one that that immaculate fucking slap comes from?
Oh, the slap of God.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Where he takes the
Man.
guy on the floor and then just gets that, like, really good over the head shot of him raising his hand up and then just wham! Bouncing that bitch's head off the floor.
I think I found it. Mom and Dad?
Yep, that's it.
Mom and
That's
Dad,
it.
okay.
That's the one.
Yeah, that was a hell of a kind of movie. Does everyone know the premise? Let's
I have no
I'm not
idea.
sure the premise, but I've seen a couple of clips of it.
Yeah, let me see if I can find a little synopsis.
If it's like every other Nicolas Cage movie, it's just Nicolas Cage does something weird. Move
It's
on.
a teenage girl and her little brother try to survive a wild 24 hours during which a mass hysteria of unknown origins causes all parents to turn violently on their own children.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like The Happening for domestic abuse instead of, you know.
I guess, yeah. It's very odd to see the switch role of your parents all going after the children.
Right.
It's a good comedy. It's a good comedy horror. I recommend it.
No, I'll tell you another one he was really good in was The Color Out of Space. Remember when we watched
yeah.
that? We all ended up liking it.
I don't think
Yeah,
I've
it was
seen that
like, it was. I did not expect it to be good. Like, we kind of all just went into it like, all right,
Yeah,
let's check
we
it
thought it
out.
was gonna be like a fucking straight to DVD kind of schlocky film, and it's like, no, this is like a legitimate fucking good movie. Holy shit!
Like, holy shit, even Tommy Chong is good in this. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
I did like Renfield when that came out recently. Though
Yeah, I saw that. It's a popcorn flick, you know.
It is a popcorn flick. I
I
love
have not seen
Nick
it.
Cage and who's the other actor?
That guy from the menu.
The Menu and Dead Bodies or Warm
Yeah,
Bodies.
homeboy that plays Young Beast in the X-Men movies.
Yeah. Frick.
This guy just loves playing loser lackey roles, huh?
I mean, when you're good at it, you know, get
yeah,
typecast.
Yeah.
Getting typecast is still work.
It does. Let's see. Nicholas Holt. That's what his
That's
name.
it.
Yeah. But yeah, I liked it. I liked that it was, you know, play on Dracula and a comedy horror as well. I think Nick Cage does well for most times for comedy horror. Most times. Though I have not seen all his films, so I can't say for all of it. But I personally liked him as Ghost Rider. I know not a lot of people did.
I love
No.
his Ghost Rider, but that second movie is kind of rough.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
I was about to say the second movie did not need to happen, but it did.
Which
unfortunately.
really sucks because I like the first two Crank movies and it's the same guys. It just doesn't work for this one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Billy and Taffy, do y'all have any answers for the weird one that you can't really recommend, but you do want to recommend it?
For what?
For like a movie that's not good, but you still kind of want to recommend people watch it?
Oh. I have to think about that. Shit.
Because funny enough, we've had 2 of them so far that have been Nicolas Cage movies, so...
Well, it was in first front of mind when he was mentioned.
Yeah.
Oh, Mary and Max.
Oh yeah, that's a sad ass movie.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
It's a stop motion film. It's I really can't explain that.
I know exactly now what you're talking about, the married couple in World War II.
No, not that one.
No, that's Winning Which Way the Wind Blows.
Yeah, that
Or
one's
is the-
depressing. That I recommend, and anybody should recommend it.
It's supposed to be good.
It's very good. It will rip your
Okay.
heart out, though.
Alright, go on. Explain what the original one was.
It's pen pals is the best way to say it, and it gets really sad and strange.
It's okay, I'm trying to remember. Correct me if I'm wrong, Billy, because it's been a while since I've seen the movie. Basically, it's like 2 pen pals. One of them is Max, who is he's mentally challenged in a way. I can't remember, because I want to say she's
Yes.
autistic and he's
Asperger's.
like Asperger's. Okay, that's it. And she's like a young girl, and they have like this real kind of like wholesome pen pal relationship back and forth. And kind of life gets in the way between the 2 of them, like as they're talking, and it's kind of like their lives happening around them. And it's some sad shit, but it's a good movie to watch. Just make sure you're like in a good headspace when you watch it,
Oh, okay.
because it's just one of those. It's just kind of like it's like The Road. Like, you know, The Road's a good movie, but you got to be in a good headspace to watch that. So.
I turned it off. That's one of the few films I turned off where I'm like, I can't. Where it was, it's every 2 minutes.